Well, it's about that time. C6, 2007 C6. It is turboed. Goes right here. Well, I can't even get it open. There we go. His name is Turbo. Cute little thing. Now my C6 is turbo, but the issue at hand is I'm running. Okay. Can't find no gears. So, what I'm thinking, I'm gonna take this puppy apart, get down in there, and I think the plastic grommets it's come off. Can't go nowhere. See? Now I'm gonna have to get me a tow. Stay tuned, Joe. Well, there's my vet. My vet being towed. My first tow. Now I'm off to AutoZone. He's gonna drop it off at the house. Now I'm off to AutoZone to get a $12 part. So this trip to Walmart ended up costing me a pretty penny. Okay, let's see what we can't get done before my battery goes dead. Deturbo myself. Now I gotta take this, pry all this stuff off here. I should have brought a little screwdriver to take this off. Anyway, I gotta pry this. This just pries off. They're all just clips. Just clips all around to pull this stuff off. Let me get a little screwdriver to get under this to get that off. Okay, once I move this right here, we got two bolts here we need to take off. Got the console out. This piece here, which is this side piece, it just pulls straight out, but there's two bolts. One, I'm upside down here. There. And one there. I'm kind of hard to navigate it upside down. This cable here is just the USB cables. Man, that's awful thick cables to be USB. This is my cigarette lighter, and of course this is a hazards. That looks like that. This foam needs to be adjusted there. The foam's not on there right. There we go. Set that on there. There we go. Now, 4 10mm bolts. One there, and two up front. Okay, I gotta take them out, and when you take this out, you gotta be super, super careful not to lift it up too high. Because if you lift it up too high, you're gonna, and if you are connected, I mean, you're gonna break your shift cable. And if you break your shift cable, that's a whole world of another mess. You gotta go underneath the car. And if anybody's familiar with the C6 vet, or I guess all vets, I guess I ain't never been under a C7 or a C5. But it's like a big old flat plate, and there's a lot of stuff to take off, including your exhaust and everything to get to that. So, be super careful when you take this off. This is the part here. What do I do with it? I laid it down here. This is the one end piece. I laid it here somewhere. There it is. It's clear. I can't see it. This is the piece that broke. Okay, so the other part is in, I don't know if you can see this or not. It's right there. I gotta haul it, get that out of there. But this whole thing here is what you don't want to lift up too far, because if you break that, you're screwed. So just twist it a little bit here, and I'm just trying to waller it out. Once I get that out, it's snap, snap, put everything back together. Okay, now here's my gear shift. This lever here. Snap that on right there. I put it back together, and all I gotta do, snap that to this. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, while I was tinkering around, this is not the part number. That will not work. It will not go in. However, there was another one in here. There's see the little, uh-oh, where'd it go? See the little orange one right there? There's another orange one there that actually worked. I don't trust it, but the actual part number is 14055. That one will be the one you want, not 57. However, it did work, but I don't know how long it's going to work. I don't know if it will slip out. It didn't seem to me like it was really tight in there. But shut this door. Now I got backwards. We got forwards. We got backwards. Yeah, you hear them brakes? Ceramic brakes. I don't like ceramic brakes. They squeak. What's the payoff? Leave the comments in below. What is the payoff? No brake dust or and squeaking, or no squeaks and a lot of brake dust? Tell me how. I just done a whole lot of shit. Okay. This is not the part number. The part number that you need by Dorman would be 14055. That would be it. However, these right here, these, just by looking at it, I could have swore that was what I took out. These would not snap in the cable down below. And however, even though it looks like it's the same size and stuff, and the part that I picked out, the other part of this one that I picked out of the shifter cable, it did look like it had like a circumference right here. But I could be wrong. The part, the 14055, see how it's square on this side and round on this side? The part you need is square on this side and square on this side. And it's should be this orange color, orange, red, whatever that is there. So 14057 is not it. However, it did work, but it's not in there. I don't know how long it's going to work. This was like 18 bucks and some change. So I'm going to give it a go. I mean, it's working. I mean, I'll switch to the front. Oh, drive. Oh, something ain't right there. But anyway. You hear them brakes? Those brakes are still good. Whoa. Better look where I'm going. I got probably a loose wire somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, Anywho, I gotta figure that out there. I don't know what's going on with my stereo. But anyway, I don't know how long it's gonna last because it felt like it had a little bit of play in it. It may last a year, 5 years, 10 years, a day, 2 days. Who knows? I'm gonna try it. Because if not, if it comes out again, at least I'll know how to really quickly to get it. Again, this is not it. You need 14055. That's your number that you're looking for. I don't even know what that is there. Excuse me. But anyway, I'm going to put all this back together. So, stay tuned. Okay. Got all the cables in, traction control, the cigarette lighter plugged in. Do not forget your hazard to plug them in. Everything just goes straight down and snaps right into place. Right here. And then you got this side piece right here. Kind of goes just like straight in. And then, like I said, there's 2 bolts down there. Okay, and then the side of this goes in this little slot here. Here's your 2 clips at the top. Make sure they're seated correctly and centered, and it'll just go straight in. I can't do this with one hand, so I'm gonna put it in and then come back. Got a bolt here, a bolt there. There's the 2 bolts there. And it's a 7 mil is what that one is. The 4 that held this end was 10. These are 7. She's all in. Shift boot in. Everything's good to go. Now last I put my where's them at? Little bitty star things. There we go. These are like, I don't know Torx what size them are. I just had one out, done it by hand. Not this one. That's too big. Way too big. I don't know what I did with it. Here it is. That was only on there by hand tight, and I took it off just by my hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just match them up right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll be good to go. Okay. Got all 4 of them in there. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep a couple of these tools in here. Some of these screwdrivers can go back in the toolbox. But this thing here was kind of hard to get out. I don't have the little plastic. If you have the little plastic tool to get, it's super easy. It just pull this out. There's 2 clips right here that just goes in a hole. You pull this out, it's got like a little hook right here. You pull that out and lift up this way. So what I did, I took one of these things here, slid it underneath of it right there, and then took my screwdriver, put it in there, and just gently pulled back and lifted up. It came right out. Like I said, if you got the tool, it's easy. Just get in there and flip, bam, it'll come right out. So yeah, I'm gonna leave some of these tools in here. So basically, really just a 7mm and a 10mm in the sockets. That's all you need, really. And then your Torx, I don't even know what size. Where's that Torx at? That Torx is a 15. I don't know if you can see that or not. Number 15, CRV 15 fits perfectly in these Torx. So I'm going to leave all the stuff in here just in case that fails on me. That way I don't have to have another tow bill. I can just fix it on the spot wherever I'm at. I mean, it ain't like it's going to break. If something fails on it, it's just going to pop out. It's not going to break because it's too new. Now, if it's a few years old, I'd be afraid it would dry rot and crack over time. But it's being brand new, so I don't think it's going to break. If anything, if it fails, it's just going to pop out. So, got these tools here. Pop this stuff off. Won't be stranded and won't have another tow bill. So if you like videos like this, let me go around the block. Watch me get broke down. So if you like videos like this, give me a like and subscribe. And leave your comments down below if you would have done anything differently. So until then, till the next project, you leave the comments in below what you would like to see next. You know, I'm gonna do a muffler delete pretty soon before I do a Corsa or a I don't think I want to go Flowmaster. Maybe a Corsa. I'm thinking Corsa or something. Leave your comments in below. What do you vet guys? What's the best sounding? Because I've heard, like, through watching YouTube channels and stuff like that, there are other people's videos, but you really can't get that good sound through a television unless you're right there to fill it. So leave your comments down below what you think I should do. But first of all, I'm going to start with just the muffler delete. So the full exhaust will be later on down the road. So right now, stay tuned for the next video. I'll be doing a muffler delete. Till then, take care all. Like and subscribe and share.